Welcome to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin. Here's the stories that we're following today, August 7, 2013. In Trinidad and Tobago, Lindira joins Jack, UNC head by third parliamentary resignation. A new resident judge appointed for Dominica. Cuban exiles accused of plotting to assassinate Venezuelan president. And Eustace wants Gonzalez to lobby CARICOM to intervene in St. Kitts. Details on these headlines and more when we return.
The government say it's all about the food. August the 10th. Foreigners welcome to the land of oil dung. Beers and strong rum, girls hot and can done. It's all about the food. Oil Dung Fest, August 10, Laverman, I'm in the place.
Hey, excuse me, if you see me smiling, that's 'cause I'm chilling on Total Caribbean Network. This your boy Wyclef Jean, man, and I'm chillin', man. Total Caribbean Network. Man, I love their style. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Welcome back to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin. This segment of the news is sponsored by Total Caribbean Network. Former UNC Senator Lindira Udit has joined the Independent Liberal Party. Udit, who announced her resignation yesterday, both from the UNC and the Senate, is expected to share a political platform on Saturday with interim political leader and founder of the ILP, Jack Warner, when the party launches its local government campaign. Udit, who was also vice president of the Senate, is likely to be named as one of the ILP's deputy political leaders and is also carded to make her first political speech when she mounts the ILP's platform at Azunville Park, corner of Azunville Road and the Eastern Main Road in Tunapuna. Warner has already named his attorney Anna Deonarain as an interim deputy political leader and attorney Robin Montano as interim chairman. While Warner would not divulge information about Udit's involvement in the party, he did indicate yesterday that the ILP was busy finalizing plans for the launch of its local government elections campaign. And I quote, "Things are going extremely well with our plans. We had a meeting last Monday where we were streamlining the program for Saturday's launch, following which we will begin to look at the screening of candidates," Warner said, making it clear that there is no stopping him as he moves from by-election to local government elections to general elections. Warner has indicated that he has also set his sights on Tobago. Political leader of the Tobago Organization of the People, Ashworth Jack, confirmed the resignation of the chairman of the TOP, Lionel Coker, who he said gave no reason for quitting his post in his resignation letter yesterday. These latest developments come on the heels of two resounding defeats suffered by the ruling UNC at the Chaguanas West by-election poll last week and the Tobago House of Assembly executive election in January of this year. During the blistering by-election battle, some 10 councillors of the UNC and the Congress of the People also resigned from their parties to join the ILP. A new resident judge has been appointed for Dominica to replace Justice Brian Cottle. Justice Errol Thomas, who is currently a resident judge in St. Kitts, has been appointed to replace Mr. Cottle as of September 1st. According to the Registrar O.C. Walsh, Justice Cottle has been reassigned to the jurisdiction of Antigua, and he will pick up the post of resident judge in Antigua as of September 1st. Mr. Walsh also stated that Justice Cottle is due to leave Dominica anytime during the month of August. Justice Cottle, who is also from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, was appointed judge there in 2009. He ruled in several popular cases, including the murder trial involving Soufriere family. Herbert Xavier, Loretta Xavier, and Manuela Williams of Soufriere were found guilty on March 9, 2012 of killing their brother Harrison Williams on the 24th of September 2010. Justice Cottle sentenced them to serve an imprisonment term of 15 years each on the 23rd of March 2012. He also upheld an application filed by former auditor of Marpin Telecoms and Broadcasting, Chartered Accountant Kieron Pinard Byrne, to hold a former CEO responsible for over $16 million of the company's liabilities. Justice Cottle ordered Ronald B. Abraham to pay over $16 million to Kieron Pinard Byrne, who was appointed by the court as the liquidator. He also ordered talk show host Lennox Linton to pay damages of $50,000 to Kieron Pinard Byrne in a defamation suit involving Island Communications Limited and Raglan Revere. Mr. Linton later filed an appeal on one at the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court. Justice Cottle also administered the oath of office to President Elude Williams on the 17th of October 2012. Justice Errol Thomas was called to the Barbados Bar in 1976, St. Lucia Bar in 1994, and Grenada's Bar in 1996. He served as parliamentary counsel for the Attorney General's Chambers, Solicitor General, Attorney General's Chambers, St. Lucia, and appointed High Court Judge of the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court in 2001. Following the 2009 general elections, members of the UWP filed a plethora of election petitions challenging several constituencies, including that of the Prime Minister and the Education Minister. Justice Errol Thomas dismissed all but two of the petitions in 2010. His decision was that there should be a trial to determine whether Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit and Education Minister Peter St. Jean were holders of the French citizenship at the time of the 2009 general elections. Venezuelan government officials have accused members of Cuba's exile community in Miami and ex-CIA agent Luis Posada Carriles of plotting to assassinate President Nicolas Maduro. Cabello claimed that Posada Carriles is working with former Colombian President Alvaro Uribe to hatch the plot, which he claimed had raised over $2.5 million and amassed 400 mercenaries. He said the armed men had entered the country through Zulia State, which borders Colombia, and the government foiled a recent assassination plot against the president. According to the Miami Herald, at various times since Maduro won April's hotly contested election, the Venezuelan government has fingered shadowy El Salvadoran or Colombian mercenaries as being behind the plot. Uribe and former U.S. diplomats also have been named, the paper claims. It says Carriles, a former CIA agent who lives in the U.S. and has deep ties to South Florida, is wanted in Venezuela and Cuba for the 1976 bombing of a Cubana de Aviación flight that killed 73 people off Barbados. Campbell said while he's seen the reports that Carriles, who is in his 80s, is frail and old, he doesn't work alone. He has a large network around him. But Venezuela opposition leader Miranda State Governor Enrique Capriles, who opposed Maduro in the last elections, has dismissed the latest allegations, stating that the government is talking about a supposed assassination attempt to distract our nation from the alleged economic malaise. Opposition leader Arnhem Eustace on Monday wrote to Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves asking him to lobby his CARICOM colleagues into intervening to resolve the political situation in St. Kitts and Nevis. Dr. Denzel Douglas, a government ambassador, has moved to present a Boundaries Commission report even as opposition lawmakers have failed to debate in Parliament a no-confidence motion they tabled last December. 6 of the 11 lawmakers ambassador who qualified to vote on the motion support it, but the government says the Constitution does not set a time frame for the debate of such motions. The continuing impasse has seen opposition lawmakers filing a case against the government, then withdrawing it after the Speaker said the motion could not be debated because of the pending legal process. But when opposition lawmakers applied to discontinue the case, the government objected, saying there are important matters to be ventilated in the court. Gonsalves is among CARICOM leaders to whom the opposition ambassador has written as they seek the help of the regional bloc to resolve the impasse. He told reporters in Kingstown last week that he prefers not to intervene in a contentious matter in St. Kitts and Nevis and referred a local television station to those comments again on Monday. But Eustace in his letter on Monday said Gonsalves is a beneficiary of such intervention by CARICOM. He noted that in 2000, when Gonsalves was in opposition and there was political unrest in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, CARICOM brokered the deal that resulted in the March 2001 general elections, which Gonsalves won. Eustace said his feelings about the unfolding political travesty in St. Kitts and Nevis are made worse by the deafening silence of the Caribbean leaders in reply. He further said that while the 40th anniversary of the signing of the Treaty of Chaguaramas, which established CARICOM, was celebrated with much fanfare in Trinidad and Tobago last month, the white elephant in the resplendent hall was the St. Kitts and Nevis situation. You are watching Caribbean Affiliate News. We will be right back.
Since we announced Sign and Drive with zero out of pocket and low monthly payments, cars been flying out of Bronx Honda at a record pace. Whoa! New Accord with zero out of pocket for $249 a month, or new Civics just $199 per month, or save thousands with 0% financing. You never had to leave the Bronx to get the best price on the Honda. Bronx Honda guarantees the lowest price in the Bronx. Bronx Honda, East Tremont Avenue. Visit BronxHonda.com.
5 million customers use Leica Mobile for affordable international mobile calls, connecting over 2.5 million mobile calls daily, helping our customers stay in touch with their loved ones, whether they be in Asia, Africa, Europe, or the rest of the world. Every 5 seconds, a new Leica Mobile customer joins our growing family, helping you to make affordable international calls across the world. Leica Mobile. Call the world for less.